you guys there? Hello? Craigies. Smoking. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know what happened, but it totally said broadcast timed out. I was just talking and I looked over and I don't know what to say. It was timed out. Okay. I don't know how long I was gone, but we're making teeth now. Let's make some teeth. One, two, three, four. Okay. Yeah, what's up with that? That is true. Yeah, I'm more powerful than ever. Okay, so there's one in the middle of his face, like Tom Cruise. Did you know that? If you Google image search, Tom Cruise has a geometrically centered tooth on the middle of his face. It'll blow your mind. You're talking about not working without symmetry. Do you sculpt more often this way? Oh, okay. Not working without symmetry. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on what I'm doing. In this case right here, it would be silly for me to actually sculpt this guy with, his legs down and his head tilted this way so I can work on him symmetrically. In this case, it's just like, well, why don't we just work with the asymmetrical pose to begin with, and get all the dirty work out of the way. Because in all honesty, it's a lot more difficult to work asymmetrically. The results, though, are much more worth it, I believe. Especially when you don't have a character in a static pose, it looks alive and it looks like it's happy doing whatever it is. What's up, Kenny? How you doing, man? And welcome back, Lucia. Nice to see you. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Now that I have a Happs person here, it just said timed out. It just blanked out of nowhere. And I looked over at my comments and they were all blurred out, which happens when your stream ends. So I'm not sure why it timed out. Okay. Oh, indeed, yes. Sorry. It says timed out at the bottom. Not sure why. Kenny, how are you, man? Thanks for being here. Okay. Do you want to bring this like up almost parallel to his head, like it is over here? It's looking good right there. Okay, so it looks like, let's see, that's down here like that, and this needs to be just a little bit more, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. I will let you know for sure. Just ended abruptly. Could not have known. So I'm trying to blend these together again, right? Because that's what we're supposed to do. And I have like the nice shape going on here, so I don't want to completely redo the muzzle again, because I've already done that. What I do want to do is leave some room for these nostrils, which was achieved using these 4 pieces here. So I'm going to push this back up, just kind of make this more nostril, less muzzly. There we go. You tried code on yet? I think there was like a little test where they were giving out licenses to try it. I know it's far more geared towards actual geometry because I'm actually working with vertex data? I forget what they call it. It's definitely something other than edges, faces, polygons, or edges, faces, vertices. So that's looking good. Again, that line right that out. I just want to get it somewhere in the ballpark of just a nostril kind of flaring out. It's looking pretty good right there. Round this part off. That. There we go. You're buying code on this week? Nice, nice. How about that craziness with Tilt Brush, man? I can't believe Google dropped Poly, and then they're like, yeah, we're not working on Tilt Brush again. Ever. It's so strange. But from what I've seen from developers in Unity, like, they are killing it. Like, there's a blessing in disguise. I think I made a comment of that. Super exciting. I want to bring this up a little bit so it doesn't look like the teeth are just popping out of the snout here. So I'm just going to push this up a bit and start kind of bringing this part down a little bit because he's biting onto his bottom lip, as we mentioned. So we want that to kind of look curled up and bitten. So let's push this up a little bit too, just to kind of exaggerate that pose. Decent. Voxel, thank you, yes. I was thinking about vertex data, like the color vertex data. What else we got here? Those little bumps on the bottom of his lip here. Oops. I'm also going to bring that light somewhere other than there. Let's just bring it like, it's going to kill this specularity here. Oops. That's better. So this tooth can go this way a bit. Behind it. I'll kind of mess these up a little bit. Looks like he doesn't have the best push these back a little bit, just to kind of make it look like these teeth are doing something to the bottom lip here. There we go. Starting to look like he's biting down on that, you know. Smooth that out a little bit. Reference here. This needs to be just a little bit lower and compressed. Again, he's smiling ear to ear, which will kind of take the W shape out of here a little bit. So let's just exaggerate this a bit. There we go. Something like that. Right. So it looks like these don't really dig in much, and they're a little bit more rounded. I've made the teeth a little square, not to like obsess on it or whatever, but just gonna push these a little bit. Okay. I really like this open part over here, so I'm going to just pull this down a little bit more. Pull this back so we can get the inside mouth cavity established, which we'll do in a second here. Just take this tooth and push it in like we did the other one. There's a little bit of a tapering. It's almost a round shape, so I want to keep that going. With that elastic move brush, just going to get. Oh man, yeah, absolutely. Maybe the community will implement multiplayer in Tilt Brush. That would be awesome. You know what I love about Tilt Brush is that they implemented mixed reality. So I've been using this app called LIV or Live, and it's accessible through the Steam store or the Steam online gaming platform there. And it's been pretty awesome. I mean, some of the colors have these transparencies, so you're not completely obscured by what you're working on. But for the most part, it has a very nice visual to it, regardless. I'm hoping that they'll keep that mixed reality implementation, because I think every single app should have that ability. I think Gareth and Sterling Osmond, I think is his name, came up with these little tutorials on how to set up kind of like a hack version of mixed reality. It is effective, but you can't obscure what you're working on. Only what you're working on obscures you. So, and it's working with that this camera here that I hid at the beginning of the stream right here. Where it is. So by positioning, I forgot where the hell the thing went. Where are you? There you are. You're hiding. Is it because I didn't want to see you and you took offense? I'm sorry. Anyways, you're supposed to take this and put it exactly where it is positionally in your studio. So in my case, it's like right ahead of me, and I'm not even. Where's my X? Oh, here I am. Jesus, I'm like way off my marker here. There we go. Okay. Anyways, I don't know if you guys know about that, but there's a way to get mixed reality. I call it the hack version of mixed reality. By doing that green screen trick with the medium. Kind of quite the dentist, that's funny. Yes, I know how to mangle teeth, mangle character teeth. That's looking, I think, pretty good. This is more like this way. I'm not going to obsess over it. Yes, we're doing it right now, but I'm not sure that. Oh, we're live. That's right. We're talking to ourselves. I'm kidding. There we go. Something like that. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's got a decent profile. Okay. So now that that's done, what I would like to do is actually grab these two pieces really quick and make deeper nostril holes. Merge them in a second here. That's fine. Obsessed over that. That's good. And then I'm going to work on these laugh lines here. So when I merge it, I get these nice little creases here. Because every time I model something or sculpt something, I'm always sculpting it, especially when we're merging pieces here. I'm always thinking about how I would draw it. I try to get the shapes to reflect that. So I really want this meaty part to come out a little bit, but I also want these ambient occlusion shadows in here. So I don't want it to exactly just like interpenetrate. I just want that right there. Bring this down a little bit. Bring out this a bit. So when I merge these, I'm going to smooth this part and this part, but keep this yummy little crease information right here that I'm preparing while all these pieces are isolated. Waiting for Oculus to allow pass-through on apps like Medium, Gravity Sketch, and Tilt Brush. That's funny. There's a way to actually set up pass-through in your live streams too. I did it the other day. You can set up turn on mirror. So when I go into a mode like this where I'm looking through everything and I can see like my drinks and everything, you guys actually can see that as well. Oh, look at that coffee. Yeah, it's really interesting. I wonder if I can do it right now. Do I still have that set up? GoPro and Oculus mirror? Let me see. No. Oh, I do. Okay, but you can only see like what I'm seeing here. Oh, wait. I do have it right. So if I come out of here. Okay, there we go. So see, you guys don't see this window that I have, right? Which is like this crazy, what the hell is that? What is that? What is that? Sorry. I can't help but to do that. But yeah, you guys can't see that. Like I can see the comments right here. It's like a window that isn't being, obscured by your view. I only see it. But I thought I would share that with you because a lot of people have questions like, "How are you reading the comments? How are you not falling into a totally different?" Anyways, that's how I do it. If you're curious, I'm just farting around. I actually have a meeting at 1 o'clock, so I got to kill this. Probably in about 20 minutes. I'll go for another 20 minutes. Let's see if we can get close to finishing this. If not, I got the package in the mail waiting for me of a cable for my music streams, because right now I'm missing one cable that'll allow me to remove the latency from this, because I have two computers set up here. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Apologies if I'm belching in your ear. It's controllable. Alright, so far so good. I'm really happy with this. What was I doing earlier? That looks good. Oh, right. I need to merge all of this gross stuff that just looks like clay on top of itself. So I'll just do some final tweaking and make sure that this looks like one piece here. I'm just going to do this to be fair, just so that disappears. Native, what's up? How are you? Sorry if I snoozed on saying hello to you. What is shaking? Alright, so now that I still have these individualized, I'm just going to go back in here and just kind of tweak this nostril hole a little bit, finalize that. They are a little bit smaller. There is a little bit more space in between here. Again, I'm not going to obsess. Just said you weren't going to obsess. Can't do it. Okay, so all in all of this is supposed to look like one piece, so let's start doing that right now. I'm just going to check my resolution to make sure that this is possible. I'm just going to up-res that. That's where it needs to be. What is that? Oh, geez. Yeah, let's up-res that. Up-res this. Raise that by 1. Raise that by 1. Okay, so that's all I'm worrying about right now. I'm not inserting myself with the lower jaw. That's funny. Welcome back, Heavenly. How you doing? So far, so good. I'm thinking that all of his facial features are a little bit too low. I can always grab everything. Actually, no, I can't because I have my eye sockets already. I'll just bring the head down a little bit, but that's okay. Just smoothing this out, just so it looks like one piece. When I get to actually smooth this. Bit. Okay, enough obsessing here. I just need to smooth this just a little bit because it did kind of crinkle it up a little bit. Yes. Smooth that. Okay, that looks good. We're just going to bring this one nostril up a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm trying to get that one little nostril a bit bigger. Here we go. We're going to grab, I guess, these two guys right here to start off with. Oh, God. Get that look at. Start merging this. I like the snicker look. Me too. What's up, Ann? Welcome. Okay, so now that we've merged these two, we can go in here and start smoothing some of these parts that look like two pieces. That going right there. In part right here as well. Go inside the nostril and just kind of smooth that hard edge out just a bit. Just a little bit of that. I'm going to smooth it for the most part. There we go. That looks good. And we'll do the same thing with this guy right here. Connect that. So we should have like the nostrils right here established. Also smooth that out. Smooth this top piece out. See that? So there's like one piece now. It doesn't look like a hack job. There we go. Okay. So now that we have this as one piece, we can continue on here and merge all of this stuff together. Now this is the hard part. Let's see if we can actually do this and get rid of this seam because we're working with a lot of high resolution, what do you call it, voxel data. Just want to make sure I can get rid of this entire thing. I don't even want to see that crease. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there. Heck yeah, cool. So again, this really benefits you when you take the two pieces and really just try to seamlessly, even though you can see that line, like if you smooth it out, once you connect it, there's very little to do. I'm going to take this, put that together, and we'll merge that. And then we'll get rid of this harsh line as well. And then I also want to be mindful now because we've connected all of this together. So see what's going on? If I smooth this part in the middle, I'm going to lose that crease, but it's okay. I don't want to get rid of it entirely. There's some stretching going on right about at the bottom of the nostril. Right about here is where it starts dividing out a little bit. So we'll smooth that out. There we go. All right. Cool. And then finally, just for this part right here, I'm just going to get that where it needs to be. And push this back so we can really get that dark shadow and crease. Push this out a bit, and then do the same thing on this side. Push this down, this out a bit. Get this ready to all look like one piece as well. Especially this part right here. I want that to look like one piece. This part right here, I do want it to look like a line, like I actually drew that in, like I did right there. This little line right there. So I'm going to push this back a little bit. Again, I want to get that ambient occlusion shadow. Maybe drop this down. Push this up. Again, these are still different pieces, so I'm making these last-minute decisions before I finalize this into one mouth shape. All right. That looks good. So I'm going to grab this at the top two pieces right here. So I'll have this as the top part of the mouth, and then we'll smooth the top pieces that are all one piece like this. But then we're going to be mindful to stop right about there, right where that laugh line is right there. And now we have that nice little yummy bit of detail right there. We can also smooth it into here, which, oh wait, we haven't even brought the jaw in right here yet. So I'm going to back that up a bit and save that for that part. But definitely do the other side. And just merge this part so it looks like one piece. There we go. And also be considerate of that other line right there. So I'm just going to bring that down to about here. And that looks pretty good. I'm digging it. So finally, we're going to take all of these pieces that we've merged together and merge it with the bottom part. About it, so I'm just going to not duplicate it. I don't know I just did that. Grab these two pieces, and we're just going to merge them. Take a deep breath now, because it took us about 40 minutes just to create this mouthpiece. So finally, just go in here. We'll smooth this out as one piece. And then keep it right before that laugh line right there. If I were to draw this, I'd probably put it right about there. That feels about right. We'll just check the shadowing right here. Sometimes the shadows are a bit rough. Yeah, it's looking good. And then we'll come over here finally, and then we'll smooth this bottom part out, this whole piece as well. Right to about, right about there. And there we go. See that? See how that works? We took all that time to position all these pieces while they were individuated, and when merging, created the look that we were looking for. So that's pretty cool right there. Digging it. Digging it, digging it, digging it. So I'm going to save that because, holy moly, made some pretty good progress. Clean out the boogies in his nose. Sure. Maybe I'll do that on another broadcast. Oh, you know what I wanted to do also, which I haven't done yet, was take all these duplicates, turn them into eyelids and stuff like that. So let's do the eyes. Let's see, how much time do I have? Okay, so got some time. Cool. Let's take these eyes. We'll individuate them. And let's see. These guys right here. I'm just going to shave this down a little bit. I don't have the picture up, but he has these kind of like reverse U-shaped like bottom eyelids that are cutting into his eyes. So I'm going to do this just to really capture those eyelids popping up like that. And then just shave off the rest of the top there. And go into the paint. We'll make those maybe a little bit darker. Darker, a little desaturated, just to kind of separate the tone a little bit. And then what we'll do is just grab the move tool here and just push them out, because right now they're sharing the same space. So if you take this eyeball copy, push this out, we have a bottom lid. Okay. Something similar to what he's doing right there. See those reverse U shapes there. That works. Hey Jane, how are you? Hope you're well. So I'm just going to bring these up a little bit. And then, let's see. His pupils are like right in the middle of the eyelid. So I'm going to go in here and just, let's see, I guess I can just cut that with a circle shape. Set it to single. And then just do something like, let's see, I'll put the eye like right about there. Whoops. Make sure I got that right. Selected. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, we did do that. Oh, because there's another lid right there in its way, so I'm going to hide that really quick just so I can see that other lid there. There it is. Oh, there must be a whole bunch of them. There we go. Okay. That's what I'm going to see. That's about right. I swear I got the vaccine yesterday. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Let me just take this light, just bring a little bit. I don't want it to be overblown like this, but I do want a little bit of contour shadows in there, just so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Give them these black pupils here. There we go. Let's just push these pupils back into the eyelids. That'll give him a more joyous expression than what he has in the illustration here. So I'll push that back just a little bit. We're going cartoony here. We're not going full like iris, pupil, eyeball, all that crazy stuff. We're just going to stylize this. There we go. Look at that. It's coming along. I love that. Save that. Oof. Yeah. Sorry. Can't I grab this? I'm really Billy the Kid when it comes to this controller action here, but seem to be losing my touch. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do really quickly is just grab this part and just bring it all down a little bit. Because now we have this all as one piece. I'm also going to change the color back to the color it was. Next thing I'm going to do, I guess, before I get into the hair, I'm going to do the hair last, just because it's a lot to do. I kind of want to make this more pink, though. Oh, it is a little pink. It's just not reading well on 3D here. We do want a little bit of a color contrast between the snout and the mouth. There we go. That's good. Crunchy, crunchy. Terry, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. Let's see, how are we doing? Okay, 12 more minutes, you guys. It's looking pretty good, huh? What do you think? Actually, that's not bad. That's like right where it needs to be. I thought I put his eyes a little too far down, but it seems to work. Okay. Here's a cool trick. To do the front part right here, I'm just gonna, not do that the second time. Duplicate each limb. And then, let's see, I'm gonna grab this guy and grab the square tool, and we're just going to go in here and just take some continuous, shave that all the way to about And I will do that with all of these. And if you're like, what the hell is he doing? You will see in a second. I'm sure you probably have figured it out already. Okay. So now, just for now, I'm just going to lock these ones so I don't select them accidentally. Okay, I will take Did I do that to this arm? Yeah, I did. I can see you. I see you. Did I not do the back leg? Let me guess, I did not do the back leg, did I? I did not. Tisk tisk. Very hard to do when they're sharing the same space. My bad. Let's see. I'll help you angle too, of course. Are we not moving? Do we have a locked layer somewhere? We can move that one. Okay. This is sticky. I'm going to grab these ones. There we go. That's how you do that. Okay, and with the same kind of off-white color here, I'm just going to grab this. Hey, can I put all these in the same space? Will that work? That'll work. Let's see. Let's merge these and see what happens. Okay, so we have all these as one layer. That's beautiful. The next thing I'm going to do is just color these all in a little bit white, and then bring the legs back. Oops, not do that. Let's see. Where's that other leg? Did I delete it accidentally? Okay. And now we just have to go into the actual legs and cut those right before the hoof. Right there. There. It's so interesting when you see them like sharing the same space. They do this like weird white noise thing. All they have to do is shape it back there. Okay, and then what I'm also going to do is just grab each hoof and make it just a little bit bigger. Just kind of give it a bit of a plane change, a little bit of detail. You know. Push that out a bit. This gets rid of that little zigzag towards the edge there. That's good. Oops. So get that nice sharp line right there. Guys, I really appreciate you hanging out. We're coming to a close right now. We've got about 6 minutes left, but I just wanted to express gratitude and thank you for being here. You're watching Media Mondays, which happens every Monday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we just create cool things in virtual reality like this fun character here. Lane the Happs Llama is what he's affectionately called at the moment. But if you guys have any questions at all, or if you want to follow me on here, I'm on here practically every day. Later on this afternoon, I'm going to be doing some audio checks with my music gear, so if you want to watch that, I will be on just a little bit later doing that, just to do some audio tests to finalize that. So, yeah, that's a little too square. Let's see. So I kind of like that little loop of volume there. I think what I'm going to do is just take a normal square shape. Something like that. Just like that. Okay. Let's see, he's got this one up here, so grab this and kind of put a little notch right in here. Facing towards the camera. But there, just so we can see that. Oops, let's do that again. So, yeah, there we go, look at that. Boom. Just a little notch right there. And then finally, this one will be right in front of his hand here, or in front here, rather. Just do that. Oh, let's try that again. Look at that shape. Okay. Like so. Alright, so we didn't get to the hair today, or the little tuft of hair on his backside there, but practically the only thing that's missing right now, aside from digging out the little parts for the ears and everything, are the little tufts of hair. Right now he's a little naked. But, I need to go, unfortunately, otherwise I would spend a little bit more time on here basically fleshing this out. But not bad for what? Let's see, 47 minutes, and there was what, an hour and 12 minutes I think I went before it timed out on me earlier today. So 2 hours, and we have like a fully functional character practically with a lot of emotion and all that fun stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you want to follow me on here every Monday, I do Medium Monday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow is 2D Tuesdays, so I'll be drawing on my graphics tablet. This during 2D Tuesday, which was the Happs Llama here, the unofficial mascot. And I figured, why not just flesh it out and make a 3D model out of it? What's up, Swift Beats? How are you, man? So, I might be back on a little bit later to flesh this out. If I have some time to finish off the hair and all that stuff, I will be doing another broadcast at some point today. Just don't know when. I'll put a little reminder or a little invite for people to check this out, uh, so we can finish this off today. But not bad for a day's work. Anyways, thanks guys. Take care and have yourselves a lovely day. Bye.